Hey guys, what's up? DarkRoad117 here. This video is going to be a updated Evolsaur deck profile. This is a deck I've been playing for the past couple weeks, and I've been really liking it, so I've been trying to fix it up so it's like has the most potential and whatnot. So that's what I'm doing right now. I actually have a bunch of videos to upload for you guys. I took some deck profiles from people at my locals, and I'm planning on uploading those. And got one duel match recorded, and the one duel match recorded, and the two deck profiles of friends from my locals, and I got this profile and a couple more profiles after this. So I'm talking too long now, and I'll just get right into the deck profile. So first off is evil tiles that I run. I run 3 Wesso and 2 Najasho. So zoom in a little bit. So obviously these are the 2 main evil tiles to run in the deck. You don't have to run as many as before since there's a new searcher. So Wesso is your main one. He's the main because he doesn't need any other outside cards to get his effect. All he is a flip effect, so when he's flipped face up you can summon your Evolsaur from the deck. Najasho is in here for more of the sacky plays, like you get him and Evil Force, or him and enemy controller, and you just combo off and special summon. If you don't know, it's when he's tributed that he gets to summon an Evolsaur, and when this guy is flipped you get to summon an Evolsaur. Both of them are from your deck, so one thing bad about this deck is you don't like drawing into your Evolsaurs most of the time. Some of the time it's okay. So that's it for the evil tiles. Evolsaurs I run 3 Serrato. See some people dropping down Serrato to 2, and just, you probably shouldn't, because he's the nicest one to draw into. Like, if you draw into Serrato, it's okay. You can have your first turn normal beater on the field, like a Sabersaurus, which isn't bad. But yeah, 3 in the deck because he can be a beater without the effect, and with the effect, he is 2100 attack and can search out your evil tiles for you when he destroys monsters by battle. So he's probably the best all around, so definitely run 3 of him. And for the other ones, I run 2 Diplo and 2 Volcano. Now this is it for the Evolsaurs. I dropped 2 Elias from the build just because Elias is not as competitive as just running pure 4-star Evolsaurs. But it is a lot funner. It makes for some interesting plays, but I decided to go pure 4-star for a little more competitive play. So Diplo is practically bestiary. When he's summoned from the deck by evil tile, you can destroy 1 back row. It doesn't matter if it's set or face up, you can destroy it. So a bestiary. And Volcano is when he's summoned by evil tile, he can get 1 from the Evolsaur from the grave. So he's basically your instant 4-star exceed, and he's really nice. Wouldn't run 3 because of either of these, because it gets really cloggy, and they're not as good as Serrato to draw into because they have quite low attacks. And then for the last of the monsters, I run 2 Effect Valors. So that's it for the monsters. For spells, I run the new Evil Diversity at 3 and Evil Force at 3 for the evil spells. These are what make the deck happen. Evil Diversity is what you can do is search out an evil tile or Evolsaur monster from your deck. You only can use 1 of these per turn. So these basically get your setup, get whatever evil tile you want, or Evolsaur if you are really in that kind of predicament. So the Evil Diversity is your setup card, your Rhoda for your dinosaurs per se, and Evil Force is what makes all the plays happen. So you set up with Evil Diversity, and if you have this in your hand, you're probably going to want Najasho, and this is where having drawing into that 1 Evolsaur comes in handy. So you'll put your diversity, get an Najasho, or already have an Najasho in your hand if you have Evil Force, and you can put your Evolsaur down, face up, face down, depending on which one it is. Serato face up, other ones face down, and set back row if you have it, and then pass. And hopefully your guy dies in some way. So next turn you can summon your Najasho, Evil Force it, and then get the one back from the grave, and either get Serato or Diplo, depending on the situation, and get an Exceed and an extra monster. So this makes for really nice plays if you can get them off. So, and for other spells are on 2 enemy controller, just for more combos with Najasho, just because when it's tributed. 2 duality for setting up. 2 MSTs, a Night Beam, and Heavy Storm for back row destruction. Reason why I run Night Beam instead of 2 MSTs is because MSTs, you like to set MSTs when you get them, just because they're quick plays, but that's not always good because of Heavy Storm and cards that can take out your back row when you can't chain it to anything or have no target to chain it to. So Night Beam just forces you to keep it in your hand and save it for when they do have back row. So it's really nice to have, and then they can't chain to it, so I really like the card, even though some people don't. Book of Moon, it's an absolute must in this deck because it can recycle your Westlow effects, and it's just a staple for many other situations. Then last 2 are Dark Hole and Monster Barn. That's it for the spells. There's a lot of spells in this deck, so yeah. For traps, on 2 Call the Haunted, mainly for bringing back any one of your monsters to Exceed with, or tribute Najasho or Westlow again with Evil Force or enemy controller, and makes for really good plays. Really underrated card this format. But I really like it in deck. Then run 2 Fiendish Chain. Yes, this card is still extremely good. This is 2 more Valors in the deck, except in the back row, and it's permanent unless they can destroy it. 2 Torrential. Absolutely love this card in this deck. It helps you maintain your field control, and just when your opponent thinks they're going for OTKs, they're really not. And then last but not least, definitely not least, is the Solemn Brigade. You need to keep your field presence with this deck, and this just helps you stop anything your opponent might happen to have. So that's it for the main deck. Go into the side deck now. 2 DD Crows, 2 Forbidden Lances, 2 Smashing, Mirror Force, 2 Dust Tornadoes. I would like to swap these 2 Dust Tornadoes out with 2 Night Beams, because the secondary effect of setting a spell trap is not really worthwhile in this deck, so definitely swap those out for 2 Night Beams if I could. 3 Safe Zones, and 3 Royal Decrees. The main side I would use, the main ones are the 3 Safe Zones, 2 Night Beams, and these 4 right here. This is pretty much the main right there. Other ones are just for, like, if you're really desperate, but don't really ever use those. And for the extra deck, Zen Means, Leviathan, Acid Golem for the rank 3s, because you can actually do this quite often with 2 Westlows, because they have the 19 defense and they just sit on the field a while. And people think they're like useless, so they destroy your other monsters. So it's really nice getting these with Westlows. Dalka and 2 Lagias. I should probably bump this up to 3 Lagias and 2 Dalkas now, since I'm running pure 4-star build, but so I didn't really need any more than this throughout the whole tournament, so it's fine just having 1 and 2. Then Utopia and Utopia Ray, Photon Papal Operative, Zenmeister, and Maestroke. all these are pretty much mandatory. These two are for pretty much the same situations except opposites. This is for defense walls, this is for big attackers, and this one has a plus. He is Z-main effect like, or Gachi Gachi. So like that, and Zenmeister is definitely a must for recycling your Westlow effects by flipping it face down and back up again. So yeah, that's it, and one Catastrophe because I'm on a lot of 4 stars in effect valor. So yeah, that's it for the deck, guys. Please stay tuned for more deck profiles, more duel videos, and all that good stuff. So yes, thank you for watching, guys. That's it for this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Really helps. Really appreciate it, and see you later.